Hi learners, do you know? Ford, which has been operating in India for 25 years, is following the footsteps of other US vehicle makers like General Motors and Harley-Davidson by shutting down its factories in India. Ford Motor Company announced that it would stop producing cars in India. The decision was reinforced by years of accumulated losses, persistent industry overcapacity, and lack of expected growth in India's car market. Yes, today let us see the case study of Ford, India. Let us see in detail the reasons for Ford India to shut down their plant in India. Before moving to the video, just a humble request to you, that if you like this type of content, please like and share this video. It would indicate to me that I should continue to make these type of videos. Also, don't forget to subscribe the channel in order to stay updated with upcoming and interesting case studies. Moreover, I have given some case study link in the description of this video. With that being said, let's jump into this video. Ford was one of the first global car companies to enter India when the economy opened up in the early 1990s. The company first set up a factory in India in 1926, but later shut down its initial operation in 1953, following severe import restrictions by the Indian government. Ford re-entered India in 1995, after the liberalization. They started in partnership with the Mahindra and Mahindra, in the name of Mahindra Ford India Limited, with a 50-50 joint venture. It constructed a greenfield plant near Chennai, from where it launched a mid-size, entry-level sedan named Ford Icon. It was its first product for the Indian market. Ford India has an installed manufacturing capacity of 6 lakhs 10,000 engines and 4 lakhs 40,000 vehicles per year. It also exported its models such as Figo, Aspire, and Eco Sport to over 70 markets around the world. Let us see some of the reason for exit of Ford in India. The first reason is the decline of Indian passenger vehicle market. The Indian passenger vehicle market has been in a decline over the last 5 years. Passenger vehicle sales in financial year 2020 were 2.71 million units, compared with 2.77 million units the previous year. Whereas, sales had reached a peak of 3.37 million in the 2018 and 2019. The second reason is the losses incurred by Ford India. The company accumulated losses of more than $2 billion over the past 10 years, and a $0.8 billion non-operating write-down of assets in 2019 alone. Moreover, the demand for new vehicles had been weak. With poor sales and weak exports, the troubles faced by Ford India had been compounded by the COVID-19 crisis. The company had only managed to sell 2,790 units in June 2021, compared to 2,872 units in June 2020. The third reason is the supply chain issues due to COVID-19. Ford's exit comes at a time when the global auto industry is facing a global shortage of semiconductor chips and other parts. In August 2021, the wholesale auto sales fell 12% year-on-year, which the industry attributed to an ongoing shortage of semiconductors that has impacted output, and the high commodity prices that have increased vehicle costs. The demand for chips has ramped up, as the pandemic forced millions of people to work from home, while supply chains were disrupted by lockdowns and other restrictions. The fourth reason is the underutilization of the factory capacity. The company's factories had a total annual capacity of 4 lakh units, but due to the declining sales and bleak future prospects in the Indian passenger vehicle market, the plants had been operating at less than 20% capacity for many months. The fifth reason is the Indian government policies and taxes. The Indian government's high tax regime, which imposes levies as high as 28% on gasoline vehicles, has also been a major reason for shutdown of Ford. The Indian government has also announced a scrappage policy, where it is mandatory to get one's car inspected when its registration certificate expires. As per law, a registration certificate for a passenger vehicle is valid for 15 years from the date of issue. But there is no clarity whether this will have any significant impact on the sales of automobiles. The sixth reason is the competition in Indian market. The MNC automobile companies finds it difficult to gain market share in the value-conscious Indian market, which in turn is dominated by Maruti Suzuki's low-value cars. The Indian market is especially tough for these MNCs, due to the dominance of the Japanese and Korean car makers as well. Maruti Suzuki has roughly 48% share in the Indian market, while Hyundai India has around 17% market share in India. At the same time, demand has been muted. Auto sales have registered a combined annual growth rate of just 1.5% in India over the past 5 years, upsetting the plans of MNCs who have heavily invested in the Indian markets. Another reason behind the soft exit was Ford's disastrous deal with Mahindra. The partnership with Mahindra in 1995 ended after a few years. Again in October 2019, the two companies had announced an agreement under which Mahindra would acquire a majority stake in a wholly owned arm of Ford Motor Company that will take over the automotive business of Ford in India. The new entity was to develop the market and distribute Ford brand vehicles in India. They will also be selling both Mahindra and Ford cars in the high-growth emerging markets. The automotive business which was to be acquired included vehicle manufacturing plants of Ford India at Chennai and Sanand, but excluded the separate powertrain facility in Sanand, which is essentially used for Ford Motor Company's global markets, and the powertrain division of Ford India also did not form part of the deal. Even this did not last long. The partnership was called off in January 2021, without much to show for it. The Ford's exit from India will impact about 4,000 employees, as it stops making cars at its factories in Gujarat and Tamil Nadu. The Chennai facility in Tamil Nadu will be operational till Q2, 2022, and Sanand will be operational till Q4, 2021, for the manufacturing of vehicle and exports of engines. Ford said that it will also continue to keep its doors open for its Ford Business Solutions operations. The company aims to expand its 11,000-strong workforce of Ford Business Solutions, to include software developers, data scientists, R&D engineers, and finance and accounting professionals to support its global operations, and for the modernization of the brand. Around 4,000 Ford factory employees will lose their jobs because of this shutdown. The company said at least 600 workers from the Sanand factory will continue to support Ford's business in India. Sales of the Ford's current vehicles in India, such as Ford Figo, Aspire, Freestyle, EcoSport and Ford Endeavour, will stop once existing dealer inventories run out. There are over 400 Ford outlets in India, where dealers have invested 20 billion rupees over time. Such dealers will be at the biggest financial loss because of this decision of Ford to shut their car manufacturing in India. The decision to shut local production by Ford will certainly hit the existing Ford owners. However, Ford has committed to continue full support for operations with service, aftermarket parts and warranty services. Dealers too will be operational as the network would still exist to support the CBU business. However, customer touch points may reduce, especially in smaller towns. Ford will continue to have a presence in India and will increase its business solutions team that will support Ford globally. This business solutions team will focus on engineering, technology, and business operations. The company aims to develop India into a larger market, planning to export CBU and CKU units, instead of indigenously manufacturing vehicles. Ford has unveiled plans to deliver new fully electric and hybrid vehicles including the Mustang Mach-E globally, using new strategies and the support structure of Ford Business Solutions in India. The company will also be working closely with its dealer networks to maintain its part depots in Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai, Sanand and Kolkata in order to continue providing aftermarket support for its Indian customers. This restructuring will cost the automaker roughly $2 billion. The company expects to keep its Sanand engine plant open for some time to support global engine exports. The 500 employees of the plant, which produces the engines for the globally popular Ranger pickup truck, will still be operating the plant in some capacity. And about 100 employees are needed for parts distribution and customer service. Thank you everyone for watching this content. I hope you like this video. Then please give it a thumbs up and share this content with your friends. That would mean a lot to me. Meanwhile, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon to receive my video updates on interesting case studies of business strategies used by various companies.